Hi, everybody. It is day 188. The high in my area is 82 degrees, so we're going back to the varsity red. For this next row, we're going to do 3 double crochets in the first space and every other space all the way down to the end, and we're going to end with 1 double crochet. I hope everyone has a good day. It is wedding season, and I read an elopement story yesterday, and I just wanted to share with you guys. I'm going to read that. It's a Reddit story. I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. There are affiliate links below, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. So I read this story, the title, and I just wanted to read the story with you guys. So it's titled, I'm planning to elope because my parents are trying to make me agree to let my sister's boyfriend propose to my sister. So maybe this is the wrong place, but I'm going to explode with rage and disappointment at my family. My baby sister is the golden child. Or maybe that's unfair to say. She survived cancer when she was a child. It was the darkest period of my parents' life. I don't remember much of it because my parents shielded me from the horrific truth. I knew she was sick, and I remember all my childhood spent in hospitals, but never did I know that my sister almost died until many, many years later. I was 12 and she was 10. After she beat her sickness, she became the obvious favorite in the house. She got everything she wanted, and sometimes it was at my expense. I resented that, but always heard that I was a naughty girl for being jealous of my hero sister. My sister grew up to be a brat. Now 20 years later, she's still bratty, although we get along a lot better than when we were teenagers / young adults. My wedding is in July. Neither my fiance nor I have the money for a big wedding. We settled for a small wedding, 30 people at my fiance's grandparents, who have a beautiful house with the lake view. My parents, when they heard, said no way and offered to pay for a bigger wedding and better venue. We didn't agree at first, but later we did not want to disappoint them. It seemed like it was important to them. Last week, my mom invited me over. My dad, mom, and my sister's boyfriend asked me what I would think if my sister's boyfriend proposed to my sister during the wedding. So it becomes an engagement party as well as a wedding. Mom has seen reels on Instagram about people proposing to maid of honor / bridesmaids and thought it cute. My sister is my maid of honor. I said no, that's ridiculous, and laughed. My mom was livid. She told me I was selfish and ungrateful, and I accused her of favoritism. I told her I always thought it was odd that you paid for my wedding, but now I know the reason why. She started crying and kicked me out the house. Later, both she and my future brother-in-law sent me texts warning me from exposing their plan to my sister. My fiance was disappointed, but not sure what we could do. My parents have spent $30,000, and it's too late for us to cancel. My mother called me today to plan the proposal, and I begged her not to ruin my day. She told me since she was paying, she can make requests, and that I should let go of my jealousy and resentment towards my sister because she's innocent in all of this. But the thing is, this day will be about my sister. I told my fiance to ask his grandparents if they're still willing to host my wedding. If they're, I don't know what she meant, but she said if so, I'll just change it. If they're, I'll revert to the original plan. If not, I will just elope. Not yet sure if I'm going to tell my family and cancel the wedding or just let them have their grand proposal party. None of my family is invited to my wedding, including my sister. Thanks for listening. So I'm going to read some of the top comments. It says, uninvite them. Go to the wedding at the grandparents' house and let your sister and parents have a $30,000 engagement party. Great that your sister survived cancer, but your parents put you on a back burner your whole life. Now it's your turn to enjoy. Do what's best for you. Okay, so this comment says exactly this. I would have had my wedding at my grandparents' place before the other venue date. Then when the other date comes up, I would show up in a nice evening gown or other dress that's clearly not a wedding dress and just wait for, this says FBIL to propose. Probably his sister's boyfriend to propose at the altar to sister. Act like you're happy, and if people ask about your wedding, just tell them it's never about you. You already got married, surrounded with people you love and cherish you. Today you're here to celebrate your sister's love. Then at the end of the day, or if you leave sooner, cut literally all contact and ditch them from your life. Never speak to them again. Then, they don't respect you, so they will be the last act of kindness they will ever receive from you. Not a thing more. Don't cave to them. You deserve better. I'll read one more comment and then we're going to go to the update. This comment says, my wife and I were together for 10 years before we were married. Her mother was continually telling us to elope. At one point I asked my wife how she felt about it, and she said if we get married, my mother will take over the whole thing and it will be all about her. As we were traveling to a tropic place for a business trip, I set up a proposal and wedding. Cost me $3,500 for a beautiful setting and food. We had our co-workers there. It was fun and we felt among people we knew. The pics of the flowers and ocean made it really special. Funny part is that she didn't trust the whole officiant thing being legal. So the next day we were married again at City Hall. Part 2, the mother-in-law. Months after our return and the first time we were back at her parents', as soon as my wife and brother went to the basement to look for old family pictures, mom and dad-in-law sat me down and told me about all the damage that you have done, and you will never know the pain you have caused me. When I say you were the one who gave us the idea with your constant suggestion that we elope. That was when the faces turned red and the yelling started. No, that is not what I meant. You should have told us and we would have taken care of everything. To which I replied that is a destination wedding, not eloping. I only know what you said, not what you meant. Otherwise, okay, I'm gonna read that over. It says, I only know what you said, not what you might have otherwise meant. My wife and brother-in-law arrived for the last part and both said something to the effect of maybe this is exactly why they haven't married yet and eloped when they did. And then we left. My wife said that in front of them all. Thank you both for planning this without my knowledge and making it so special. This was followed by 2 years of blissful peace. Then they made up. Okay, so yeah. So that's the comments. And then this story has an update. The update is titled, Update, I've eloped a week earlier because my parents and sister's boyfriend were planning a surprise engagement on my wedding day. It starts, I really want to thank everyone that showed me support. I'm really now happily married in Como, Italy for my honeymoon. I tried to stay away from my phone, but I was so curious to see my family's reaction to my elopement a week earlier than planned. It was really ugly. I must start with saying that I really tried my best to negotiate and compromise with my family and truly explain that this was hurting me. I have nothing against my sister, and to be honest, nothing against her getting engaged on my wedding. But the principle that it was made very clear to me that I had absolutely no opinion or say in what was going to happen on what was supposed to be my special day was where I drew the line. It wasn't a wish or request. It was a matter of fact, and it was decided. So I told my mom that I'm not going to attend the party she's paid for. Maybe they should just make it an engagement party instead. She got very upset and told me that the engagement was supposed to be a surprise. I told her that I was giving her the heads up since she's about to lose an insane amount of money. She didn't take me seriously, like I wasn't going to cancel my wedding because of a trivial thing. What she didn't know is that I've already made plans to get married a week earlier at my grandparents-in-law. We invited our closest friends, and some even had to book earlier flights and take more vacation days. For these people, I was extra grateful. What was left was my sister. I've been back and forth arguing and negotiating with my parents and future brother-in-law. I decided that even if this would ruin her surprise, I had to tell her, so I did. She wasn't really happy with my mom, but she was more upset that I ruined her surprise, and she, as expected, thought I could have just sucked it up and gone with the flow. I didn't tell her about my new wedding date. The wedding was dreamlike. In the back of my head, I was hurt with the people who loved, quote unquote, me the most weren't there, but I pushed that thought away and refused to let it ruin our day. My husband was amazing. He promised to make me happy for the rest of my life and to make up for every heartbreak I've experienced in my past. My in-laws surprised us with upgrading our honeymoon to a 5-star hotel. I had my friends and some cousins and my favorite aunt attending. We asked them not to live stream or upload any pictures to social media until we're already on our honeymoon. We also asked them not to engage in any altercations online with my family. Today, my mom made long Facebook, Twitter, Instagram posts bashing me and my husband, calling me ungrateful and disrespectful with pictures of my wedding, telling people I've cost her a big chunk of her saving and she's now demanding compensation. Her Facebook post was shared about 200 times and the majority of my extended family is angry with me. She never once tried to contact me. I really thought she would bombard my phone. Instead, both her and my dad announced that they were cutting me off and are expecting compensation. Future brother-in-law commented that I ruined his surprise and my sister made a post about being tired of jealous bees and haters. None of the people we invited have commented, even though some of them were directly attacked, so they respected our wishes. I don't know if they're going to go ahead and turn the wedding into an engagement party now. I really hope they do so the money isn't wasted. It's on Saturday. I'm sorry the update got too long, but the amount of people asking for an update, I hope this is what you wanted. P.S. English isn't my native language and it's too long to post for proofreading, especially when it's written on my iPhone. So that is the update, and that was updated about 21 hours ago, so there may be an update in the future. If so, I'll share it here. Hope you guys enjoyed this story. I enjoyed reading it, and I hope you continue to watch and enjoy this video.